Was goody, was goody. Back with another one because you know Raider Nation needed another one. We in the building. Raiders underscore football is the channel. Welcome to the Yurp Show. I am your host, Yurp Jers. I got special guests in the building. My man, state your name, bro.
Got Raider 812, right? Welcome to be here.
Yes, sir. Raider 812 in the building. Got him, and y'all already know who he is. He ain't even gotta. I ain't even gotta say him, but go ahead, tell him who he is.
Sacktown Raider Mike here, man.
The
Pleasure to be on here
usual.
again. Thank you for
The
the invite.
usual. Talk. Ain't even no invite. It's the usual. It's the usual. You know? But hey, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up, man. Sorry I'm a little late. I was with the fam. I had to take my son all the way to his grandparents, then come all the way back. And I had to run to the store and then come back to the crib. So, but I appreciate everybody coming through, everybody coming in. Um, we got a lot to talk about, man. I know my man Raider 812, man. My man 812 got he want to discuss. He got a lot of questions. And so we're gonna do it like that. We're gonna do it like that. Make sure y'all hit that like button up on the way in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all ain't subscribed already. And become a member also, man. It's only $2, you know what I'm saying? And we're taking super chats. If anything, you got anything you want to say special, we ain't talking about it. If you want to change the subject, throw it in the chat. You feel me? So definitely finna get the show started right now. So let me just say this. How you guys been today, man? We're gonna start it off like that. How y'all been today? How was y'all day? It don't matter. Either one of y'all
Go
can
ahead,
go
Rick.
better.
We'll just to make it easier. We'll just go in order, and you're at the top. I'm at the bottom, so you go first when he asks a question.
Okay, so my day went pretty well. Shit, I just spent time. I was just chilling. Woke up to a gizmo mess, so I had to wash him up and get that all cleaned up. And
Uh-oh.
I just chilled. Still, I'm working on this. I got a project that's coming out on the second of next month, and I'm working on another project right now. So, I've been pretty busy. Been pretty busy, and I'm just getting some stuff ready for work tomorrow and shit. But other than that, my day went well. Went out and chilled with the wife and then for a little bit. Now I'm here with everybody chilling. You feel me? Uh, Rita A, how about you, bro? How about you? My man 812. How was your day, my brother?
Just relax. I'm
Yeah, you breaking up a little bit, bro. I said you breaking up a little bit. Do you have headphones on or something?
Yeah, to be honest, I can't understand what he's saying.
Yeah, we kind of breaking up, bro. That's all right. I'll be getting all new equipment within the next couple months, y'all. So bear with your boy. You feel me? Definitely ain't gonna be no more skipping, no nothing. You hear me? Jack in the building. What's up, Jack? He said you're Sack Town in the nation. Salute, brothers. Shout out my
What's up,
brother
Jack?
Jack
How you
Kennedy
doing,
in the
man?
building.
Salute to you, brother.
Appreciate you being here, bro. Kicking it with us. Go ahead. What you say? Hey,
Can you hear me?
It's better.
a little bit, a little breaking up, but a little bit better.
I was just yesterday. I had a long day. I went to my
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Sometimes if you bounce out, here's my technological technology advice, back out and come back in, see if it improves. Uh, Sometimes that helps.
March Madness with my son Jeremy and my old high school buddies. Hey man, I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed yourself, bro. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, he
Rorschach in
does
the
that every
building.
year.
What's happening,
He goes,
Rorschach? My
"What's
brother
up,
said,
Rorschach? How you doing?"
"Yeah, dinner, and I'm doing what needs to be done. Thumbs up, you know it, brother. Have been, I do subscribe, and you have made me a mom. Checkmate, son. I'll be back. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Rorschach. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up always, man. Appreciate you always bringing the life. Not even the life, man. Just bringing that good energy, bro. Appreciate you always bringing that good energy. Jack said, Rorschach, salute. Yes, sir. Rorschach said, double salute back. Yes, sir. Andrew, you good over there, bro?
Yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Perfect.
Mm. Perfect now, bro. Much better. Well, how they say it? How they say it on Street Fighter? Perfect.
Finish him.
Bueno, what's happening, Bueno? Frank in the building. What's goody, man? Rorschach trying to take over the YouTube
I'm
world.
not bueno.
Hey,
How you
man.
doing? Oh,
Hey,
I see you went back to
we all
your
want
original
to
name.
we all want to take care of the, you know what I'm saying, take over the world. Shout out to my man Frank in the building, Jack in the building. Yes, sir. Yes,
What's up,
sir.
Frank? What's
Bueno in
up,
the building.
nephew?
Everybody saluting each other. Yes, sir. All right. So, hey, go ahead now. Hey, talk your shit, bro. How was your day today, man?
Yeah, I was just relaxing today, doing some stuff around the house, helping pick up and stuff. Yesterday I had a long day. I had to do some work stuff, and then I went to my
Mm.
one of my really good friends' gender reveals and found out what they were having. So pretty excited about that, and it's been more relaxing
Oh,
today.
that's what's. Hey, man, that's it's always a blessing to have a new addition to the family. You feel me?
Oh
Because
yeah,
I am having two additions to the family. You feel me?
is that right?
Two?
Don't say nothing on all of them, but yeah, I'm going to be pop, y'all. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
that's
I can't tell
right.
you.
That's right. That's right.
I can't tell y'all the other one because the other edition. I don't know. I don't know. I
Oh,
got the
I thought the
permission
other
from my
one was
brother.
Gizmo. I thought the other one was Gizmo.
No, hell no. He too young. Hell no. Oh, Gizmo, he's been the edition. Motherfucker been 5 months, goddamn shit.
I know, but
But yeah, man, I'm gonna be a pop, y'all. Your boy is gonna be a
Congrats,
pop. Man, I
congrats.
appreciate it. I can't wait. I can't wait, y'all.
Blessing, blessing.
And I know what it is too, but I can't disclose it. I know what it is. I just can't
well, if
disclose
you
it yet.
can't disclose it, you're not supposed to bring it up. That's what we call a tease.
Sorry. Hey, everybody need a little tease here and there, you feel me? Shit.
That's true. That's true.
So, how was your day, my brother? How was your day, man?
Uh, it was a nice, relaxing Sunday, man. I'm watching NASCAR. I love my NASCAR, and I'm finally starting to pick out a new driver. Uh, so not sure yet, but I'm really liking Hocevar. Not, I'm not going to talk about NASCAR because probably not many people in here like NASCAR, but I like
Oh, nah,
NASCAR, and
you,
I've been putting
you,
out.
you tripping. Hey, do you know Jordan has a Jordan team on the NASCAR?
Yeah, he's got
You
a
see?
team. He's got number 23, number 35, and number 45. He's got three cars. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
I thought he only had
One
one.
of them's Bubba
That's
I
Wallace. I
seen the
can't remember
45,
the other two
45
drivers.
bad show. 45.
Yeah, the 23 car is Bubba
Man,
Wallace.
that 45. Mm,
Yeah, he's been oh shit, he's been tearing it up
that
this year. He
45.
won the first three races.
You talking about the Jordan guy, right? Number
Yeah,
40,
he won
the
the
one drive 45.
45. Yeah, Reddick. Yeah, he won the first.
Yeah,
He won the Daytona 500, the big one. It's his
yeah.
first race of the year, and then he won the second two. So he won
Oh yeah, I seen something where they said
first
George
one ever to do.
again.
I'm
Right.
sorry, I talked over you. I apologize.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to get back. I'm about to get into racing again, yo. Not again, but I'm about to get into racing, man. That shit look cool. I ain't gonna lie. I know it takes
Yeah,
millions of dollars to get you a racer and get you a car and everything. I know it probably take millions of dollars to
millions and
start.
millions and millions and millions. I mean, just the amount they spend on tires for one race is ridiculous. You know, it's
Yeah, I didn't even think
No,
about that.
yeah,
I'm talking about like using your own like you ain't racing. I'm talking about you having your car and having
uh,
somebody else race, just like how Jordan did. Like you know what I'm saying? Got you a car, got you some sponsor, or made you or whatever it is, if he's a sponsor or whatever. But man,
hmm yeah. You got to get a lot of sponsorship, or you can't do it. There's just no way somebody could afford it. Not even Michael Jordan. Not to have three cars anyway. But yeah, because you got to remember. I mean, you got your pit crew, and you got your crew chief, and people that are there on the track every race. But you got to remember,
you got
there's
to play.
a garage. They have a garage that's stocked with technicians and engineers, and it's ridiculous the amount of money they have to spend. Imagine having to build one of those cars every single week for a particular
Right.
race. They have multiple cars, so in case they crash out in one in practice or in qualifying, they have to use the backup car. That one has to be at least somewhat ready, to go. So yeah, it's not a
Yeah,
cheap
that's
sport,
crazy.
man.
I ain't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, they have a ton of people that are watching the race, that are monitoring the race, that just report to the crew chief, letting them know they had I can't remember what they call it, but all the specs on what the driver's doing, how far his gas pedal is down, how much braking he's using, you know, all this stuff to figure out how much gas. There's no fuel gauge in those things, and there's no speedometer in those things, so it's
right.
so they have to have these engineers, basically rocket scientists, because they're basically rockets on wheels. I mean, it's insane. All the wings they have to put on just keep them on the ground in case they get turned around to keep them on the ground so they don't do all these
Nah,
flips. But they've done NASCAR's done amazing work with that, and I have not seen one roll over yet this year. They added these new wing flaps or APOS flaps, and uh, and then that also opens the diffuser flap in the rear of the car when that gets open. And I have not seen, because usually when they get turned around at high speeds in the super speedways, anything a mile and a half and above, they the potential for them to lift up off the ground. These 3,500-pound cars, and they'll lift up off the ground like they're a feather. And so the work
yeah.
they're doing to keep these things on the ground is just I've not, like I said, I've not seen one car roll over this year.
That's what's up. Hey, I don't know. You might have to come in and come out again, go in and go out again, because I hear a lot of popping. I don't know what
Oh,
that
that's me.
is.
Okay, okay.
Freaking bugs, man. I hate when they leave my door open. I got bugs.
So
Yeah,
you're
what to do, my brother? You say, what's up, here? What's up? What to you? So, all right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I think that's me.
let me see. I'm
Why
gonna
is it
try it. I'm
this
gonna
one?
leave and join back. I'm gonna leave and join back as well.
All right. I don't know what the Um, yo, yeah. So I guess it's not me making that popping noise. Something else is going on. I don't know.
You still popping?
Oh yeah, I still hear it. You gotta say something, bro.
You hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it a little bit, bro.
Yeah. I think it might be me. And I gotta get some headphones.
It's the headphones.
No, I said I think I gotta get some headphones.
You got wireless headphones?
Yeah, but I'm not on me right now. Next time I will have them on.
Did that popping go away when I was gone, or is
All
it
right.
just come back when I got came back? Because if it's me causing the
Nah,
popping and me going out and come back,
that, that's not you.
huh? Did the popping stop when I
Uh,
left?
he said, "AK, check yourself, cool." Nah, that's Angel, but I mean, it's fine. We try to get through a little bit.
Did
Maybe
did did
Angel, we
did,
got a
did the
question.
popping?
It's not you, hold on.
Did,
So,
oh, okay, that's what I was asking. If it was me, I'll just leave the channel. I'll just go in the chat.
Yeah,
nah,
I
you
think I'm
good.
just going. I think that's what it is. I'm on my
You,
phone.
yeah, I don't know why it does that though. If you want to try putting your headphones on, try that and see if it works. Let's see if we can hear you.
I would. I just don't have them on me right now. Next time I will though.
Okay, all right. Well, here you can do this. Just you got a question or anything, you got anything, you can just say it, then go mute, and then come back in like that if you want. Oh, that shit's
What
crazy.
was that? My phone. I can't. You cut off right now. What's that?
You said what?
You cut off right now. I couldn't hear you right now.
You couldn't hear me? Sorry, y'all, for the technical difficulties. It's all right though.
What's up, Greg
Yo,
Lira? How you doing, man? Been a bit.
my man Greg. Yeah, I don't know why the room's acting like doing it. Yo,
It stopped.
okay. I know the question that Angel. I know the question that Raider A asked me though. So I'm gonna go ask. I'm gonna say the question that he asked me. So he asked me was is how do you feel about how the Raiders have what are they like how they're doing so far? So I'm gonna give you the floor this time. You're gonna take it away from there, and then we'll get Raider A's opinion when he comes.
Okay, I'm giddy about it like a little schoolgirl. I swear to God. I mean, first of all, the coaching staff I thought was really good. I thought it was kind of weird they didn't pick up a quarterback coach, but other than that, I mean, it's the free agency is like I think I said last night and day compared to last year. I mean, the free agents we picked up because going to especially going to a 3-4
This is
defense.
cool.
We knew we needed linebackers. That's the and we picked up three of them. Two of them are really good linebackers. The other one I need to look up. I need to look up about Sagoon Alubi, I think is how you say his name. I need to look up and find out some more stuff about him. But the other two linebackers we picked up were excellent. Picked up a good defensive end. We got some depth on the O line with that guard Spencer Burford, and I really love the fact that we picked up a fullback. I'm glad the Raiders have a fullback again. I was very happy about that.
I'll be in there
Is
to
that
see.
your new addition?
It's about to be an old edition. You keep it up.
But no, I'm happier than picking S right now. I mean, I'm thrilled with it, and this is looking way better now for because I never wanted Mendoza. Everybody knows that. I'm going to catch so much S when Mendoza does good for us because I said I wanted to trade back, but I still stand by it to be honest with you. But at least I'm more comfortable with it now with the free agencies that we pick, and I'm really looking forward to the draft, which is I think what April 25th. I'm not sure, somewhere around there. So yeah, I'm happy with it.
Right, right. So I think we've done excellent so far. And I think we'll be all right going in. Hold on, man. This freaking dog.
Uh, who's a Jack? You said he's a special teams beast. You talking about Sagun Alubi? I'm not sure. I mentioned this a ton of names, so I'm not sure who you mean. Just specify that for me, if you would, please. If that's who you're talking about, the special teams beast. Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. Uh, I think he can do. Like I said, I'm feeling a little more comfortable because I mean we all know we're getting them. I mean it's like 99.9%, a fact that we're drafting Mendoza, and at least now I feel better about it. But like you said, pick up another O lineman, you know, you know, but and oh, I forgot to mention Linderbaum, the guy I've been screaming for the last like Europe can attest to this for like the last 4 months. I've been screaming for Linderbaum, and everybody says we can't get him. Well, we got him, so I'm excited about that. That way, JPJ can stay at guard, which is where I want him to play. And Burford, I don't know if he's really a starter at guard, but you know, if it's going to be him or Caleb as the other guard, I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm happy. I was just trying to fill time while you were gone. Are you back? Oh, he's not back. Okay. Let's see if we have another question here. Let me put my glasses on.
All right, I got it. I need to get. So, bro said, what should we do after Mendoza trade? Caleb Banks is there. I'm getting him. I'm like, uh, he said we big chilling until draft. Yeah, I mean, we probably could make a few moves or two, but yeah, I think we big chilling right now. Definitely big chilling right now. He said I like Lee Hunter. Lee Hunter cool. I like Lee Hunter too, but I mean, shoot, I'm telling you right now, Caleb Banks can play. up and he could play nose tackle, he could play defense tackle, he could play three technique, he could play two eye, he could play whatever you want over across the line. He is 6'6", 330 pounds, long arms, and is very, very disruptive. If he's there, I don't see you passing up on him. Just imagine him and Max and Quiddy Pay in the red, like, oh man.
Woo! And we kept Booker too, which I really like that we kept Thomas Booker. We re-signed him.
I like Thomas Booker. That's an underrated signing right there.
No doubt about it. I've caught some grief about that too for some unknown reason, but I mean, he's solid. I mean, he's not an elite, but he's solid. You already know who I want in the second round, and everybody's going to disagree because maybe Jack is going to be the only one that agrees with me on that one.
Yeah,
Jack Henry.
but I mean,
I know
just
ECG steered
keep it
me.
100.
But, I mean, he's like rated in the top 40 draft picks this year, so I mean, it's not like he's projected to go early mid second round. So I mean, let me see.
I'll get Jalen
Let me
Kilgore
see
over
if Jack can figure out who I'm talking about. Jack, can you figure out who I'm talking about? Notre Dame wide receiver coming out this year. See if you can figure
I'm
out who
getting.
I'm talking about.
Hold
What happened? Oh, the dog
on.
again.
No, my screen is acting crazy. I can't get no sound
Oh,
out of it. Hopefully, I can get
Jack's
sound good now.
googling
If
who I'm
not, fuck
talking
it.
about as we speak.
Better. But I wonder why it was dark in here. God damn. Man. Shit, man. Just when you think you sitting down and you chilling, all this other shit. Sorry, I'm back. Good. Sorry. Apologize. I'm back. Now, yeah, I don't know what the hype is with Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I think Jalen Kilgore better. I'm just saying. I heard he was all. I mean, I heard he was good, but I heard he was all that. You feel me? Uh,
Not in round two or three. You're out of your mind, Jack. Yeah, what's his name?
uh,
Just give me his name. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, and you can't be saying he's going to go in the third round. There's just no way.
yeah, I like K McDonald. Also, um, but that's only if Banks is not there. If Caleb Banks is not there, then Cade McDonald would be the next guy I go with. Or if they want to keep it Georgia, Christian Miller is really good.
Mm.
But I heard Caden McDonald is
There
phenomenal
you
in the
go.
run, bro. I heard I heard he's phenomenal in the run. So I'm not mad at that. Malachi
Yeah, I
Fields,
can't spell his first name either.
yeah.
I can't spell his name
I
either.
see I see as I think it's Malki or something like that. Malachi, something
I
like
think
that.
it's Malicia. I think is how you spell it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Malicia. I think is how you spell it. Or AI. I'm not sure. I just know he's a badass receiver.
You got the wrong guy. Nah, Caleb, what's the name? Jalen Kilgore is more Imawari, bro. I seen the tape, bro. I seen the tape. I'm telling you, bro. People send me film, bro. On the East Coast, he tells me he got all the film, bro. Laz, what's happening, Laz? He said hashtag Raiders. To answer your question, I'm not too far. I'm in Mexico, near Mexico City. Oh, okay. Welcome, my brother. Welcome, man. I hope you hit the like button and I hope you subscribe, my brother. Definitely appreciate you pulling up, man. Yes, sir.
Welcome, Lass.
Shout
Welcome.
out to Laz773, man. Laz. Is it Laz or Laz? It's like I'm saying it right too. I want Miller, McDonald, or Hunter in round two. You kidding me right now? If Caleb Banks is not there in round two, yes, either one of them guys, I wouldn't mind. But if Caleb Banks is there at pick 36, bro, you sprint to the freaking thing and you go and get that man. I don't care what you say. You sprint to the freaking podium personally and you say, I want Caleb Banks. Straight to the podium.
Don't say
You
his
don't put
name
no
wrong.
card. Right. You don't put no card in. You don't do none of that shit. You go straight to the podium and says, with the 36 pick in the 2026 NFL draft, I want Caleb Banks. Dude. He's
That would
the
be
best.
funny if some team if we did that one time. Just don't even bring a card. Just like run up there going, I'm just gonna announce it. That'd be funny.
Best bro, he's dropped. His stock has dropped, bro, because of that foot injury. His stock dropped because of that foot injury, bro. So yeah,
Yeah,
if he's at 36, you go get him
yeah,
over those three. I don't care what you say, bro. We can argue this shit. I got time. I got time. We can argue that shit all day.
yeah. I thought I'd heard it was a Liz Frank, but when I found out when you told me that it wasn't a Liz Frank, it was a broken toe. It makes the whole thing different.
Flag is a different animal. Think of fluffy animal with fangs and claws. I mean, there's a bunch of them. What you mean? What we saying, bro?
Banks could very well be there, man. Especially with that foot injury, the toe injury. I'm not saying he's gonna be there. I'm just saying you can't sit there and say that he's not gonna be there. I mean, there's a lot of defensive linemen and a lot of linebackers in this draft. So yeah,
I'm
he could
telling you.
very possibly be there at the beginning of the second round.
No, he don't understand. That injury, that foot injury that he got when he broke his toe, that dropped
Uh-huh.
his stock. Especially,
Right.
especially dropped his stock because he did it at the combine.
Right.
So if he's at 36, you get him. He will
Yeah,
be
and that's
there.
all.
If
Well, and that's all you said too. Is if he's there, you get him. You run to the podium and scream it out. We want or Caleb
right,
Banks. You know. You said
if
if
he's
he's
there,
there. You said that.
I'm
You
telling
said that.
you, he could be there with that foot injury, bro. Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, we can get him later on. He'll fall, and he gonna fall right to our laps at 36, bro." I bet you right. I can almost guarantee you right now. I can almost guarantee you right that freaking uh, Leonard, what's it? Rob Leonard is fucking screaming through the phone or wherever he's at, I want him. Draft him now. You just imagine when just think what he could do, what Rob Leonard could do with Max Crosby, Quiddy Pay, Caleb Banks. Now
Thomas
you're really
Booker.
giving him some. You giving him a Robin, a true Robin, a big Robin.
And let's not forget we got two second year tackles as well that
Right.
haven't got to show what they're worth either. So I mean, be a stout.
Don't
I
forget the
I
big
like them too. We could have a stout defensive line. You get a stout defensive line, then that helps your safeties and corners. So
bro. He solves your defensive line, bro, because he can play every position on the defensive
right,
line.
right.
He plays deep. He plays the two high. He could play nose tackle. He could play four eye. He could play everything, bro. Along that defensive line, bro. It'd be a fool, bro. Pass on him, cause I'm telling you right now, we'll be stupid to pass on him. Big guys and foot injuries can be tricky. Yeah, if it's a ligament problem. If it's just bone, that's fine. That can heal, and that'd be you can shit. You'll be fine after that.
What's up, Mike?
Trust me, man. I know people who's close to this guy. Well, I know of a person who's close to him. He will be fine. He will be ready by training camp and the first season. Yeah, that was different though. That was totally different. That was a list Frank. That was a list. What? How you say it? That was a list Frank
Liz,
fracture.
Liz
Caleb
Frank,
Banks
I
had broke
believe.
his toe. He broke his toe, bro. That's just a bone injury right there. That's not a ligament injury. Liz Frank is a ligament injury. A Liz Frank fracture is part of your ligament, bro. It's not like
I thought a Liz Frank was the. I don't know. Never mind. I'd have to look
I
that up.
said. I talk to people close to him, yo. I talk to people close to him. You feel me?
Yeah, there's no sense in talking about it. Yeah, because it's not a Liz Frank injury, so don't need to comment on it. But yeah, it's a broken toe. So, but Mike Lopez just joined the chat. Welcome.
Hold on, I missed a couple. Mike in the building. What up, Mike? Chilling, brother. Chilling. Chilling. Yeah, that ain't this, bro. What you talking about, Jack? I'm trying to tell you. That's not what I'm talking about, bro. That's two different injuries, bro. One takes longer to come back from. If you break your toe, that's easy for you to come back with. You can always come back, you know what I'm saying, from a toe injury. Shit like that take a little long time to heal and shit.
Yeah. Shit, a broken toe heals faster than a turf toe.
Right. Tell them again, huh? I don't think they know.
I just said, man, a broken toe takes less time to come back from than the term turf toe. They say that's one of the most painful and hard to get over injuries as far as toes are concerned. Is the turf toe. That's the one that's. could put you down for who knows how long, especially for a big man.
Question. Okay, I'll answer.
What the hell is he saying now?
Question is, since coming back from Reno, Nevada, KC 15-1, Chargers 16-1, Denver 20-1, and the Raiders are 125-1. What the fuck? The Broncos are 20-1. I don't know what the heck you
That's
talking
what the
about, bro.
odds. I think he's talking about the odds, and because he said he was in Reno for that March Madness thing with his buddies and his son. I think he's talking about those are the odds, but like if you were to bet on that, I don't know if it's for the play to make the playoffs or if that's to make the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I don't.
Jack, what is that for? Is that to make the playoff? What is that for? I know it ain't no Super Bowl because you right, you damn right. It's 125-1. You damn right. We ain't ready for no Super Bowl just yet.
Oh hell no.
So if that's for the Super Bowl, yeah, they got it right. We have D tackles that will buy. It says we have D tackles that will buy Banks time to heal up and be ready to learn the system. That's what I'm saying, Greg. Talk that shit, bro. That's what I'm saying. You be a fool not
Right.
to get this guy, bro. If he's there, you fucking go get him. I'm not playing. I'm not even saying that. And then you go and get Jalen Kilgore with the third round pick. You solidify your defense right there. Well, after we get a safety.
Oh, he did say it was for the Super Bowl. Damn, I'm surprised we're
Yeah,
only
that's right.
125-1 on that.
Yeah, you're right about that. It is definitely 125. They were right.
I would have thought of it more than that. To be honest with you.
On me, you ain't lying, huh? Shit, shit. That's all. That motherfuckers probably looking like that. Like that's all. Goddamn shit.
Yeah, I'm like, oh
125.
shit, they think we got a chance.
Doing us a favor. Goddamn shit. For real. Kilgore is a
Uh-oh.
safety. He's definitely not a safety. He's a
Look who came in. Look who came in. He wanted his airtime.
Kilgore is a safety. Hey, little pup.
I got my earbuds in. He can't hear you. He's coming in here.
Greg, Kilgore is not his safety, bro. He's a corner. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I've been on my study shit, man. Look. Y'all gotta listen to me, man. I don't know everything, but I know some shit, bro. You feel me? I'm starting to get some insight, man. You feel me? Just a little bit.
Well, Jack, I wouldn't bet too much on that one.
Jack, what you talking, man? He said I still bet on our Raiders just because. I know that's real. Fuck it, right? What you put on it, Jack?
I think it's
Jack, what you put on
just yeah. I don't bet on the Raiders no matter what because I'm a jinx. I can't even buy a current player's jersey because if I do, they'll be gone the next year.
Cure as a cornerback quarterback that is versatile, that can play safety. Exactly. He can play safety, but his best trait is corner. And he is, if you talk about Imanwari, that's him. That's another him, Kilgore.
Ooh, that's quite the comparison.
And we can get him in the third round, which I believe we can get him in the third round. That you done solidified three things already: the quarterback spot, the defensive line, and the secondary. Well, until we get a safety, you know what I'm saying, a true safety. Then you feel me? But I still think because Kilgore can play safety, I think if Palomar fucks up, I think they can move Kilgore to safety and just slide in Darian Porter, which would be perfect if that was supposed to be the case, or if Palomar was to get hurt, then we could just slot Kilgore into the safety spot, and then you know what I'm saying, like that, just for a few games. You know what I'm saying? We can maneuver some shit like that with him. You know what I'm saying? But he's really good, bro. Imawari, Kilgore, I'm not saying they he no. I'm saying the potential. The potential. You can get that out of him.
Gotta take a smoke break.
You good?
Shit.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to tell you. He's safety at the. He's more of a corner. He's a corner. Greg said Kilgore is a big, long defensive back with nickel back or down safety value depending on scheme fit. He's played in overhang star role, covering slot receivers and supporting the run, but he'll be at yeah, facts. This is from the combine report. Yeah. Maybe he be the next Nate Hobbs. Think he be. I don't know. He could be better than Nate Hobbs. I know Nate Hobbs can't stay healthy. Uh, Bro said Jalen would be good 2 or 3 corner on 18. He's not a number one. Nah, we don't need him to be no number one. I think Eric Stokes is our number one corner. For real, for real. So if we get him in the slot, we can still play him in the slot or whatever. You feel me? Shout out to What I Love You Hate. He said Hobbs always hurt and Kilgore has a way different build. Now he's different. He's definitely big. That guy, he's a big guy. You feel me? Not that slot. Nah, he could play slot. I'm guessing he can. He said, "How many of you guys genuinely watch Jalen at South Carolina?" I'm curious because he's not what you all think he is. Trust. Nah, facts. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I've watched a little bit of tape on him, but not that much.
I hate
I tell you
whenever I
this
shut my
though.
camera off.
I tell you this. I've heard a lot about him. Look him up. You feel me? Shout out Lecky building. What's happening? Rose Town building. My guy. What's happening? He said, hopefully Porter develops and is our CB1. Yeah, let's see. But let's not forget, what's the name is still young too, though. Eric Stokes. This is fifth year, to be honest. Shoot. Rose Town says salute, man. Salute to you, bro. Nicky
What's
Rewari
up, Rosetown? What's up,
is a
Lecky? And look
nickelback
who else just joined us. Look who else just joined us.
from a
The man.
position. So that could work, Greg. That could work. Lucky
Oh,
in the
the one
building
you love to
says Sub
hate. He's
Nation.
here.
Yeah, he's definitely a strong safety. Not a nickel. He plays that. We definitely do. But I like him because he's depth, man. We could get depth in that secondary, bro. So why not get him? It don't matter. I'm just saying, bro. We gonna need corner help anyway, so you might as well get him. That's what I'm saying. And he's good. He's a good football player, yo. And I'm pretty sure East Coast can sit there and agree with me that he's a good football player. And I'm pretty sure he'll be utilized right. You feel me? When he gets his chance. But shoot, let's just bring him along. Shit, fuck it. He said I'm going by our last depth chart. Okay. Okay. He said our lads is off the road. I think we got a battle coming. I think we got a battle coming.
You gotta love it. I'm gonna back out and come back in because my damn camera, whenever I turn it off and come back on, it I'm all zoomed in on. So I'm gonna back out and come back in.
All right, no? So apparently our lads is wrong. So I don't know. I know East Coast. I get all my info from him. You feel me? So whatever he tell me, that's what I be going on because I know he does the homework. You know what I mean? I know he does the work, and that's what he does. So all most of my information be coming from bro when it comes to these college guys. You feel me? Next question on my boys. What are you boys needs in drafting in just 3 rounds? Well, what do you mean just 3 rounds? Like, is it the first, like after the first round, or is it after the second and third round? Like, what you mean? I don't know what the heck's going on. He said it's East Coast way, or else everything else is wrong. Nah, bro. I just lean on it. I'm just saying self experience. You feel me? But I don't know our lads, so I'm not even going to speculate like I know our lads is wrong. I don't know. I don't know if our lads is wrong. I don't know if it's right. I've never been on there, so I'm just stay out
Yeah,
there.
I've never heard of him. So I don't
What the
know, man.
man
It'd
do
be
is
hard to be.
say, man. He do his homework, bro. You feel me? Like that I can't say. My man does his homework, bro. We got a lot in the building. Everybody in the building, what's up? So you want round second and third? Okay. Let's get Rodriguez linebacker on the second round. Who said that? Mike, did you say that?
Uh,
Mike,
Me? No.
and
Mike Lopez?
yeah, Mike said let's get Rodriguez. All right, so I was with getting Jacob. I was with getting Jacob Rodriguez until we got the Kobe Dean and Quay Walker.
Right. Right.
Now
I
I don't
agree
know. Maybe
100%.
now maybe we can get him in there, but I don't want him to just be sitting on the shelf. You feel me? He too good to be sitting on the shelf. You think he gonna actually get some burn over in the Kobe Dean and Quay Walker? Maybe when they come out, they're gonna need breaks, right? So you know what? I'm gonna take that back. I see. Cause at first I ain't really think about it like that. You know what I mean? But now I'm saying like more the merrier, right? But that's not who we gonna get in the second round though. If we dress linebacker, it'll be later on, like third, fourth, fifth round.
Yeah, I would doubt we get a linebacker in the second round. Like you just said, I was up for it before, but not now. Not not with what we picked up in the free agency. We have more important needs.
He
And I'm a
said, "I just did
linebacker guy. So
what event yesterday? Oh, I just went somewhere yesterday. Unless you talking about you talking about the show, Mike. The show went pretty well. Uh, Greg said, East Coast said, Greg, people that are insecure say that all the time. I know
uh-oh.
what I know.
Ooh,
People say, but I shut up. Continue to spew out the correct information. I'm chilling.
I love it.
Well, we don't need no beef. Beef. Hey, we love everybody. Everybody loves everybody.
Hey, yeah,
It's
play
just, you
nice
know.
now, guys. Play nice.
Now, actually, I can't. You know, what? I'm staying out of it. I gotta stay out of it. I Frank is right. East Coast is the professional. He do what he do, man. That's real, bro. You know what I'm
He gets
saying? This
paid
ain't
for it,
like
so yeah, that does make him a.
I'm talking about, hey, this ain't the job I'm talking about. He get paid for. He that what he talking about right now is what he get paid for.
Yeah, he's a scout. He's a
You
paid
feel me?
scout, for Christ's sake, man.
His shit, his own shit, bro. Like, bro, you know, I'm gonna just tell you this: NFL scouts won't ask you to join and ask you to, you know, and you turn it down too. Oh, bro, like, and then you turn it down and you bet on yourself and it fucking works. It's like, come on, bro. Nigga know what he talking about, bro. You feel me? Like, and Greg, ain't nobody saying. I'm not saying you say anything wrong because you have a lot of good takes. You feel me? Like every time you come on here, you got good stuff to talk about. So I don't, you know what I'm saying?
And everybody has their opinion on everything, man. Christ,
Right.
you have the right to your own opinion because nothing is fact right now. None of what we're talking about is fact right now. This is our opinions. This is
I'm
what
just
we
saying,
want. Not
boy.
so. I mean,
My boy,
there's no
he
wrong
talking about.
answer.
Look, I'm gonna just say this: you get proven wrong twice, you become the
You the
you start to
fool.
humble. You feel me? Like, yo, maybe I really need to evaluate what the hell I'm talking about. You feel me? And there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with that at all because you want to know what you're saying. You want to know what you're talking about. I'm not saying you don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying for an average person that who likes an average team, or has like for another person that likes a different team, you know what I'm saying? They always gonna want to know the correct shit. You feel me? So if there's someone out there that knows just a little bit more than you that can help you out, there ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me?
Yeah, like I
But
said,
you
man.
can't sit there and tell me that you ain't gonna sit there and say that like every league needs scouts, bro. Every NBA, NFL, college, everybody has a scout, bro. Just a scout, and this is a scout for Pee Wee niggas. You feel me? High schoolers scout Pee Wee people. College scout high schoolers. NFL they scout the college people. It's a pattern. You need the scouts, man. You need the scouts so you know who is what is wrong. You're not always going to get that right most of the time. You feel what I'm saying?
We probably got as many scouts as we do coaches on the team because they do scout the high school players. They do scout the college players. They they don't leave nothing behind, man. It's
Hey,
insane.
hold on. I gotta get this super chat in real quick, man. Appreciate you,
Oh,
Mike Lopez, with the $2 super chat. My brother, he said, "I'm paying you. You're on my payroll." I appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, good looking, bro. Hey, that's cool, bro. I'd rather be doing this, getting paid doing this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, for real, I'd rather do this shit 24/7. Like, I could do this 2 shows a day if I was able to. You feel me? Like, I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? If I had the money to where I could just be like, you know what? Or if I was getting paid by this to the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't have to work anymore. I can just do this full time. I'll give y'all 2 shows a day, 3 shows. I was doing that at one point and wasn't even getting paid off this shit. You feel me? Tell them all.
oh
I
no,
would love to
no doubt
every
about it.
day.
On your days off, which are few and far between, uh, yeah, you'll do a couple shows.
But I appreciate it, bro. Mike, I definitely appreciate it always, man. Always coming through with the super chats, man. Definitely appreciate it. East Coast say he not saying that no more. He just observe it. Speak your piece, bro. We ain't doing that shit, bro. What you talking about?
Ain't nobody got to
Speak
shut their mouth around here.
don't nobody
Nobody's
shut
been
their mouth.
disrespectful yet. Nobody's been disrespectful. Everybody's just got their opinion. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
That's what
One
these
past
kind of shows
pressure
are
that
about. Everybody gets out and Europe provides a platform for people to talk about what they feel. And who are any of us to judge if that's right or wrong? So we all have opinions.
one pass rusher that never been brought here is Young. Met from Denver. I don't. I mean, if he ain't on the team, who the fuck? I ain't heard. You heard the Zion Young one? That's why I'm. Is look. You see how you bring that to me? This is what you bring to me because I ain't know nothing about Zion Young. So this is what you bringing to me. You feel me? I don't really look. I'm not gonna know every player. You feel me? I'm not gonna know every little major little thing. You feel me? I don't got that type of insight. I'm not with you, Lex. I ain't none of them. I don't got that type of insight like that. But I know what I know. You feel me? So I don't know. Hell no, you just talking about keep the knowledge to yourself. You bugging, bro. Shoot.
No,
Don't be doing that. Don't
dude, we love your opinions, man, and your knowledge.
I
Don't
knowledge. I can just call you if I need it. I just call you if I need it. For real, bro. I could just I could just text you like, bro, what you think? You feel me? So that ain't really nothing. But yeah, man, people want to know, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? People want to know, man.
It's up
Like
Raider
I
night.
said, I mean, look, everybody opinion. This is a opinion based show. You feel me? Every show is opinion based. You feel me? And let me just say this, right? Um, Greg, I don't think East Coast doesn't bash the Raiders at all. To be honest, he actually fucking said we did excellent this this off season so far. You know what I'm saying? So and the last few years since I've known East, motherfucker been right to the T, bro. Not this not every little thing he said happened, bro. Twice, two times, both years in a row. So, and I'm talking when we had Antonio Pierce. That's how far back we talking about. You feel me? So, when I say I take his word, that I mean I'm not going against you. I'm just saying I've known him to not be wrong about a lot of things. You feel me? I don't take nobody's side, man. You know what I'm saying? I just know what is right is right, and I know what's wrong is wrong, and I stay out of it if I don't know. You feel me? So,
Jack, I don't know, but if you know, but Europe just got a new job. So I mean, for him to leave
he said,
now, drive all the way across the country for Bakersfield is almost impossible.
he said, your savings account, we on what you did. Yeah, I all my everything in our savings got dumped into the house. So, you feel me? But we'll be, it'll be next time, bro. I'm definitely going to a couple games. So if you're going to a couple games, let me know. Jack, we can go to a game, bro. I'm pretty sure we could all meet up at the San Fran game. Y'all want to do that? You feel me? So, and then we could probably after the game, probably have like a little after party or something. So do something like that. You feel me? But right now, I just can't, man. I just can't. I would love to. He said exactly. Good analysis will always sound like hate, and that's all, bro. And you know what? Sometimes, like, I'm gonna just say this, right? And this is real nigga shit, bro. For real. I'm gonna say this. Sometimes when you think you know shit, and somebody brings something else to your attention, and you argue that shit until the thing that was brought to your attention is in reality, you get humbled real fast. Real fast. You feel me? Last year I was, on the neck and neck, like I still was hoping we would do something, but I knew East Coast was gonna be right at the end of the day, you feel me? And he was, you know what I'm saying? But he's been giving us our props ever since, you know what I'm saying, ever since then. Our props. He said, Satire, thank you. Congratulations. He said, hell yeah, you're hell yeah. All right, let's read up. Bet. We could do the San Fran, we could do the San Fran job. We'll do that. We'll do that game. He said, like, we finally got real adults as coaches this time. I don't know why I'm trying to look over there and it's on the screen. Okay. But nah, that's definitely facts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make any games this year. Just not gonna be able to. It's cool, man. I've been over 180 games, so I've I'm
I
good.
would love to go again with you though. I would love to go again with you.
Yeah,
Here we
it'd be
go.
cool. That would be a cool reason to go. That's for sure. San Francisco's not that, far, for me, but we'll see. That
Ain't
that
far from
that
you, is it?
no, it's about an hour and a half. About an hour and a half. So maybe a little less than an hour and a
Okay.
half. Took me about an hour and a half to go to Oakland. I just been to so many
We'll probably.
games though. I don't feel sorry for myself that I can't go anymore. Just yeah. So
Right.
that's why I'm going to Bakersfield. It's a lot cheaper, and I can still go meet up with some Raider fans, and so I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Right. Right. Greg said I was on Banks over Lee Hunter, so let's call that. Hey, we agree. We agree. Definitely agree. Like I said, I ain't saying you won't be saying nothing that's not factual. Cause some the shit you say be factual. You feel me? And I be wrong a lot too. Nigga, I'm the host. I be wrong sometime too. You feel me? And I'm the host.
Well,
So you know what I mean?
for me, the shocking thing
Bro,
is when I'm
everybody
right.
exactly. That's what I said. He said I did a whole show recapping the free agency, and I gave the Raiders mad props, but people didn't know, wouldn't know that. They just assumed. I know. But I said that though. You feel me? You've been on here and gave us mad props. You feel me? Shit. When Dirty asked you we can go 10-7, you agreed. You said we just had to have a good draft. But you know what I'm saying? So I was putting Lee down after the combine, but Banks was putting up better performance while on an injury. Facts. You're right. Look, I'm telling you, bro. Caleb Banks is going to be fire on the Raiders, bro. Cause if he falls to us, if he falls, he said, but I'll be chilling. Red Knight said, lucky true. We thought Pete and Chip would bring stability. Then we were wrong. Me too, bro. And I advocated it for them. You can ask Uncle sit here right now and tell you. I advocated for them damn near throughout the whole season until I couldn't. No more. Am I right or wrong, Uncle? I said, you know what?
Myself,
We asked, Uncle. I gotta
uh,
fix it.
no, you're right. I was myself, but it lasted for about 4 games for me before I started seeing what was going on. But yeah, so I go back to the Who song. We won't get fooled again. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I won't get fooled again. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait till I see it this year. I mean, we got all the pieces in place. We have all the coaches in place. We have great free agency. We just gotta wait on the draft. But I'm gonna hold my opinion until I see it in action. I want to see what training camp looks like. I want to see what the preseason looks like because I'm not going to throw my heart out there. I used to tell my daughter, she grew up, I told her all the time, guard your heart. And I never guarded my heart with the Raiders. I'm guarding it this year until I see
Nah.
otherwise. But I really think we're going to do good this year, but I'm not going to give an amount of
Like
games
you
or
said,
anything. But
right. I agree, huh? Like he said, I've been drinking that hopium off-season Kool-Aid for the last 30 years. Hope Kubiak turns it around this season. I agree, bro. Me too. Shoot, 25 going on, was it 25, 26 years for me? So, yeah, I feel the same way, bro. I feel the same way. Jack said, Lucky he said, he said Lucky are up meeting for a game in the 916 this season. What's that? San Fran up 916?
No, it's Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
That's where I live. And Jack and Lecky. Yeah, Lecky, he lives pretty close to Jack, actually. He lives closer to Jack than he does to me. I'm
Oh,
not going
for
to give
real?
his location. I'm not going to give his location because that was for private conversation. So, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but dang. So, Lucky, you in Sacramento too, bro? I'm pretty sure you said
Yeah.
that too.
Nine, yeah,
Hey, that's what's
916 in
up,
Sacramento.
man. I might come fuck with y'all
Sacramento
out there.
County.
We,
Sacramento County.
we all go to a bar or something. You feel me?
Come on, Gracie. What do you want? Come on, Grace. Okay. What's a good? What's up, girl? Good girl. Close the door, Gracie. You can open the door, but you can't close it.
Crazy.
I had to close the door because I talk kind of loud and
You say I just opened Greg. Me too, bro. Shoot, I think we. But look, I got faith in. I got faith in uh, Kubiak. Spytek is. He was no surprise to me. Everybody was so surprised, like, oh man, he's look what he did last year. You feel me? I'm talking about the draft. I don't even care about. He got about a couple good players. He got one good player out of the guys we signed. Oh, out of like the what 17 people we signed last year in free agency, which was Eric Stokes. Oh, and don't forget when we got and then I'm gonna say two people, right? So Eric Stokes and then Thomas Booker, you know. So and then you got some people in the draft right now, some starters. Caleb Rogers, of course Jency's gonna be a starter. You feel me? Like maybe Jack Bench could be in that starting role this season. You know, and Charles Grant maybe could be in at that right tackle starting role. You feel me? So he got some starters and he got some guys. Now they're going to build off of that last season into this season and let the new guys feed off them, so they can have an excellent season, pretty good season. Send the link. All right. I'm not mad at what we did at all, y'all. For real, for real.
who's coming on? God damn it, camera
Brother E,
again. I'm done with it. Oh,
you must be
I like talking to East Coast. Yeah, that dude knows his stuff, man.
You do.
I may not always
That's
like what
what
he
I'm good,
says,
bro.
but I respect it, because I know it comes from a place of knowledge.
Look, you respect it because it's real
Like
nigga shit.
he told,
You
yeah,
respect
well,
it because it's
like I
real
said,
shit.
what was it? Just what? Yeah, yeah. Because was it last night that I asked him about Malachi Fields and he said he's slow. I'm like, oh damn!
Right.
I thought he was sure. Like, it shut down my feelings on. I still like Malachi, but yeah, I respect his opinion because I don't know Malachi's 40 time.
Right.
I just know he catches everything that's anywhere near him. But I respect his opinion,
You know,
though,
I'm about
or
to get
his
better camera.
knowledge on it. Do what?
You heard me? Up? I'm finna get a
You're
better
having?
camera.
Oh, get a better camera.
Finna get a,
Me? You?
and I'm gonna get a stand so we pop it up so you can see the whole couch and everything, and the flag and everything. I might take
Oh,
that
nice.
flag, but probably put it on the other side. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do it like that.
Would
So,
you guys quit bothering me? God bless it. Hold on. I'm sorry.
you good, man? Greg said, "I wonder if we still going to get another edge rusher in the draft. Edge rusher in the draft because of Tyree Wilson. No, we probably will. You know, you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna tell you this too. What's the name?
Well, we did pick up.
Swiatek is really go ahead.
I was just gonna say we did pick up Quiddy Pay too, defensive end in free agency. So.
Yeah, but that was only for like 3 years. Like, let's just say the
Oh yeah,
defensive
yeah.
end is
Right.
good. We don't need to re-sign him. You
Well,
know.
like the defensive line in general, man, we need backups because they rotate. It's not like the offensive line; they rotate. We need the more the merrier, man. JJ, I love JJ
You
Pegues.
good,
I
bro?
love Tonka Hemingway. I love to see what the potential of those guys. So I think we're getting closer and closer. But yeah, you can't have enough defensive ends. I think I don't know who said that. Somebody in the Raiders organization. I think maybe it was John Root who said you can't have enough defensive ends. And that's
Right.
a fact.
Tonka is a defensive tackle.
Who?
Tonka Hemingway. You said Tonka
Oh, I
Hemingway.
know.
He's a
I'm
defensive
just
tackle.
saying. I'm just saying we got all these pieces on the defensive line. Tonka Hemingway and
Okay.
JJ Pegues are both tackles. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, okay. I
Okay.
probably didn't say that right. Yeah.
Okay. But and I agree. And if you add Caleb Banks, that just you know what I'm saying.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, if if Tonka performs better than uh what's his name uh,
Hooker,
Adam what the hell,
Butler,
huh?
Butler.
Yeah, Adam Butler. If he's outperforming Adam Butler, we don't need Adam Butler come next year.
I like
We could
Adam
just
Butler.
slide.
There's something about him. I just like that guy. I
I
just
like
like
Adam
him.
Butler too. Trust me, I like Adam Butler too. But watch, he finna hang it up soon. So we need one of
Yeah.
these guys to get in there. Even Jonah Laulu, I think he's the best out of all three of them right now. You
Isn't
feel me?
Butler?
And
Didn't he sign a two? Didn't
listen,
Butler sign a 2-year deal last year? So he's like on his last year this
yeah,
year.
I think it was no, was it? I think it was a 3 year deal.
Oh,
So
it was a
next year,
3-year deal. Okay,
so next year will be his last year.
but I'm sure the way Spytech works, he worked it out where he can get out of it really cheap in 2 years.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
what Spytech
Yeah,
does.
of course.
I
Um,
don't. I just like the guy. I like
but
the guy.
just imagine, you got fucking Jonah Laulu,
Ooh, I
Let's say,
forgot about him. Yeah,
let's say you have Tonka Hemingway, Jonah Laulu, and Caleb Banks. Then you got
that's
Max
insane.
Crosby, who you pay.
It,
You got Max
it's
Crosby, who you pay. Quay Walker in the middle with the Kobe Dean. And then you got the second. Oh man, like that second. That yo, bro. If we're not a top 15, top 10 defense, bro, not even the top 7, I don't. I'm gonna have to call Rob Leonard and be like, "Yo, what's up?" Cause like, what we do?
yeah. We gave you everything you needed, man. What else do you want? But yeah, but I mean, we're running that base 3-4-2, so uh, but that doesn't mean we're always going to be in the 3-4. It just means that's our base defense is a 3-4. So I mean, the more linemen, the better. You know me, I love my defense. I love and I love the linebackers. I love corners. I love the safeties, but linebackers are my favorite. You know that. But it seems to be coming together. You know, like the Beatles song, come together right now, you know, and it's coming together,
Yeah,
and so it's exciting. It's exciting, especially right now when we're 0-0. I'm thrilled.
I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be
Yeah, I
fire.
can't wait for the draft. When is the draft? Is it the 25th?
You say what?
When is the draft? Is it the 25th and 26th that
20,
weekend?
23rd and the 24th and the 25th.
Okay,
Yeah. Because you know they do the first round, which I don't know why they started doing that. I think that shit is stupid. But they do the first round by itself, and then the next day the second, the
right,
third, and then the
right,
fourth
and
on.
then
I think it's
the rest of them, yeah.
Rare Nation
Well,
Jason in the
because
building.
I
I,
think it's basically because it's a marketing thing for commercials and stuff to only have the first round for all the people, fans of all the teams that have a first round pick, and they want them, you know, and they keep increasing the time that there there is between picks and stuff, and just draw it out just to get in more commercials and more commercials. So I think that's why it's just one round on the first day.
right.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Dante?
How's it going?
Good. How are you
Good.
doing, man?
Hold on.
Yeah, I
There you go.
can't complain. Can't complain,
My
man.
brother was having.
Nothing much, man. Hope y'all doing all right.
I'm feeling, man. I'm
Good,
good,
good.
man. I'm blessed, man. You
Mike,
know,
I
I
meant to ask
changed
you
jobs and shit, so I
how's your
started.
recovery going?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said, ECG or
I was
Dante.
saying how's your recovery going from your surgery?
Dude, it's thank you for asking. It's doing very well. I hardly even have to use my cane anymore. I'm
Nice.
down to a cane just on my walks.
Good,
Yeah,
man. I
but
know you
thank
were
you for
looking
Walking
forward to
asking.
that
like a
surgery. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, for
walking like
like 3 years, man. I'm about ready to put up some ass, man, with my bionic hip, man.
Hey, man. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Not to, no, yeah.
What's up, Lakey?
No, it is so much better now than it was
my
before the
man.
surgery. I rarely have pain, and when I do, it's minimal, and
Nice.
I'm fine with that. So
You're
anyway,
gonna be
thank you.
storming through Bakersfield, huh?
Yeah, I'm still taking my cane just in case because it's a lot of walking, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I like my cane. I got a Raider cane. I don't know if you've seen it, but I actually have a Raider cane. So yeah,
Okay.
I just like my cane.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah,
Not
bro.
at all.
Yeah, man. It's so tell the people how you feeling, man.
About what? About what?
Tell the people how you really feel, man. Like tell them you ain't got no hate against us. You just want us to do good, bro. Tell them that, man. 'Cause
Nah, it's
that's what you've
it.
been saying. Man. You feel me? You just
I
giving
go
us support.
through I go through every single team in college and the NFL every single season. I preview every division, every conference, right? And there's
Mm-hmm.
some teams, it's impossible for every team to do well. First of all, I make sure that the hardest team that I'm on is my favorite teams.
Right.
And if I can't be hard
Jacksonville.
on yeah, Jacksonville and Florida State. If I can't be hard on my own teams and be honest, I should not be talking about anybody else's team. That's just how I've always worked. But
Fact.
at the end of the day, ask Michigan fans how they felt over the years. Ask Colorado fans and Shador fans how they felt. They probably think that I'm like the worst dude on the planet. But I just I, I just give honest analysis, and unfortunately, the Raiders, just like I thought, the last 2 years did not meet
They sucked.
expectations.
You could say it. They sucked.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they weren't good, and even though in my predictions I was a little higher than a lot of other people in the Raiders, I still had the expectation of giving this is what your ceiling and this is what your floor is whenever I do my complete breakdowns. And one of
Right.
the things that I did last year that everybody disagreed on was when I gave my rating on what your draft was. And I think I gave it a C, and everybody was like in my comment section, like with all the hate talking about I don't know what I'm talking about. Now everybody's looking at this draft class is like, oh, this is like a C or a D. Like none of these dudes were good outside of Ashton Genty and Tonka Hemingway, right? Like I I told you guys I love Tonka Hemingway outside of Ashton Genty, and every time he came into the game, he was awesome. But then you go through
Right.
all those picks. It was like Dante Thornton was a disappointment. You guys ain't used Jack Besh. I wasn't high on Darian Porter, and Darian Porter had his moments, but he wasn't. You can still tell that he hasn't been playing corner
he,
all
he
that
he
long.
needs time. He needs time.
Yeah, he hadn't been playing corner all that long. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, right, right.
so
He's a wide receiver.
exactly, and a special teamer. Like he was a
Yeah.
all-star special teamer at Iowa State as well. So I give great analysis sometimes comes through as fucking total hate. People are gonna say, "Oh, you just don't like our team," and it's like it's just a lazy argument that I have to deal with every year in every single comment section, regardless if I correct people. Like I study the game every single day, man. Like I'm sorry, this is like my second job,
It's your
but
job.
yeah, and on the other side of that, the worst thing that you can do is, and unfortunately for a lot of us that do this at a high level, you cannot. I don't want to say you cannot because a lot of people still do, but it's disrespectful to go around and say, "Oh, there's a bunch of scouts out there already." The blah blah blah. Well, not a lot of people are going through the NFL, scouting program like I did. Not everybody's going to be at the combine like I am. Not everybody's going to be at the Senior Bowl or at the Elite 11 for the high school level or at the Under Armour next event for high school players or watching high school players film and giving them feedback. I'm actually in the trenches doing this. And if you come to our channel, I'm doing film studies. We just did like 4 film studies this week, full games of players. So it's not the fact that I trying to be a know-it-all. And it comes off like that when I have a lot of knowledge. But sometimes just take the knowledge for what it is. Like I've watched Jalen Kilgore since high school. I know what that dude is capable of. He is not Nick Manwari. He stepped in place. Shane Beamer needed somebody to fill in Nick and Manwari's place this year because a lot of those guys left, including Tonka Hemingway, and a lot of those guys. But he needed somebody to fill in the safety spot, so he went with this big body corner who was a boundary corner and put him at safety. And he primarily played all over the field in a nickel and all that. But he is a boundary corner, and that's what he's probably going to play at the next level. So not to sit here and ramble on your show, Europe. I kind of had to get that out the way because a lot of people had this misconception of like, oh, there's hundreds of scouts and blah blah blah, and it's like you can't sit there and say that and disrespect people that are actually doing the job and getting paid for it on NFL teams and just say, oh, you're just
Right.
another scout. Well, obviously, I'm more than what a lot of people are doing this. So you kind of have to respect the job that's in place. Because if you continuously disrespect people that are at a higher position than you are or have a higher knowledge than you are, you're just doomed to fail to never reach your own potential because you're just knocking people off of the top that have already done it. So, you know, the the detriment of progress is not understanding that you don't have that knowledge to even reach where that person is. So it's a way easier to go in there and just throw daggers. So, that's what I'll say. I know there's a lot of younger people that watch us, but
Well,
that's
there's a lot of Raider fans that do that, and if you don't like, they take it as a personal insult almost, and I don't know why. I mean, it's just an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion, like say opinions like assholes. Everybody's got one. So it's I can see how because I'm on a very small scale compared to you. I just a guest on Yurp show and a couple other shows, and
mhm.
I catch flack for stating my opinion. So I can only imagine, you know, how much flack you get for your statements because they're bold statements. They're very educated statements. And
Mhm.
so I can't imagine what it's like on your level, but I've been lambasted many times on my very small uh, level.
Yeah, I think
Right.
the one thing about scouting players I go out there and I go seek the information. Like there's so many documents and so many things that I can send you guys like coaching tools and all this stuff that I've garnered for throughout the years because I go out there and I seek the information. I don't just try to make up like this anonymous position of where I am. It's important to always educate yourself. So, instead of people saying like downplaying the knowledge of what somebody knows, asking what tools do they have so you can actually increase your knowledge as well. Because I'm a pretty open book. Like if anybody asks me for something, Europe will text me and ask me, "Hey, well, how do you feel about this player?" He might not like what I have to say about him, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion because not only I'm not an overnight expert when it comes to this. I'm an expert because I watched these guys from high school. I watched these guys Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday through the college season. I'm the one that's up at 12 o'clock in the morning watching Mid American Conference games between Ohio and Toledo because I really like it. So when people are like, "Oh, do you like Emmanuel Warren, whatever his name is, the safety?" I'm like, he didn't actually stand out on film to me. I don't know why he's ranked so high. It's not a hot take, but it's a hot take to people that have just become an overnight expert and watch PFF put a ranking out and have him as the number 3 safety. And then I don't agree with that, but that's where a lot of
Right.
people don't do their homework. It's like you need to watch these guys all the way through. These when December hits, it's like Twitter and everybody becomes experts in these players, and it's not true. Everybody follows the consensus. That's why when I hit on people like Tyler Shuck and Bo Nix, it sounds like I'm going through against the grain, or you know, it could be any of these other players like Kyle Monungai from Rutgers when he went off for the Bears. We were very high on him, or Baishal Tootin with the Jaguars when he got drafted. Obviously, they felt like they didn't need Travis Etienne anymore, and they got rid of him because Baishal Tootin is going to be the number one guy now. Like those are things that don't come overnight. Those are things that you have to put the work in and constantly. You could
Right.
say, "Oh, there's a hundreds of scouts," but hundreds of scouts don't hit on that stuff because a lot of people are by the book instead of thinking outside of the frame. And also, I'm in a kind of in a unique situation because I played the game and then I also coached. So a lot of scouts don't have never played, have never coached. What they know is what they know when it comes to the measurables and stuff. And I'm a big proponent of telling people when you start putting the combine up high or like the RAS scores that you guys are seeing, like a lot of those guys that are in like the 1 percentile of like RAS scores and never paying to be anything in the NFL. It's because people are so fixated on how athletic somebody is and not actually break down the tape or actually watch these guys every single Saturday. So, um, it's that type of stuff too that you kind of have to keep like in your back pocket of like, what did the film show me? The combine and all that stuff should support that. And if it doesn't, and that guy is slower on film or slower at the combine, then it's amazing how fast that he actually plays on the field. Because there's not going to be a good measurement on how good somebody's going to be outside of the
Right.
film. So, um, yeah, you just stay off of Twitter, stay off of ESPN, stay off of PFF, make your own opinions about these guys, and do your homework. The people that watch college are already in front of a lot of people that are in this process right now because we've seen these guys play on Saturday. So, but sorry, you're
Thanks.
just just giving a
Nah,
little
you
knowledge
good.
on how this goes, man.
No, I'm
You
glad
good.
you said your point. It's
Got
easier to do that talking than it is in a chat.
Yeah.
To get your point out. I got a question for you when you're done with you.
Yeah, real quick. I If we was to draft, let's say Kilgore was that we drafted him at the third round, right? Do you think he fits in what we're doing, or will he be a good asset?
Um, Jalen Kilgore has played in 3 different defenses. I think he was in a 4-2-5 last year. They moved to a 4-3, I believe, this year. Um, and so in that aspect, he's kind of like a unicorn. I mean, the thing about Jalen is he's a high risk, high reward player. When you look at him, he's a missile. I mean, he can be like a Caleb Downs on some plays, and you're like, man, this dude is like otherworldly. And then other plays, he over pursues and doesn't put his heels in the ground and stop to pursue another angle, and he gets caught up there. There is there's something to be said about that, but special talents are able to read and react in certain ways. So, I mean, if you want a big play every once in a while, Jalen Kilgore is going to be your guy. But the thing that ruined him is Shane Beamer putting him at safety this year. There was absolutely no
Right.
reason to put him there other than Shane Beamer saying, "Oh, I need another Nick and Man worry," which is funny
Excuse
because
me, is that Frank Beamer's son or something?
it
Shane?
is. Yeah,
Okay.
Shane Beamer is Frank Beamer's son. Yeah, exactly right. Um, but yeah, he's the head coach of South Carolina. But that's the thing is like you removed a guy that was primarily a boundary corner that played with Brandon Cece, who is now being talked about as a top 5 corner, when Jalen Kilgore should be in the same conversation and was way more talented as a corner than Brandon Cece is. So that tells you kind of like the fall off of what happened when you move him to safety. It was all the coaching change. So, and I mean, you can go back to my channel when we're talking about South Carolina. I brought up Jalen Kilgore many times. I love that kid, but
Right.
I don't see him as like an elite talent. He's gonna be like a who can I throw out there that's pretty decent. He'll be like a hmm like a poor man's Marlon Humphrey almost. He'll be like that in his career.
Hmm.
He won't be a starter,
Mm.
but he'll have flashes of being great in the league. So if you can get him in, I mean, I think he comes off the board in like the 4th round, and somebody's gonna be really happy with him. But you can't force him out there and just say you're a day 1 corner right now. I think he's gonna need a little bit of time to
No,
adjust to
no,
the
no.
speed.
I think we'll give Darian Porter a shot right there. But just to have him there is what I'm saying. Like I feel like that'll be a really good fit. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I like the new cornerback coach, or I like the cornerbacks coach we got. Forgot his name. Uh, Somebody help
We
me
don't have a
out.
quarterbacks coach. Oh, corner. I'm sorry. My bad.
Corner. Who's the cornerbacks coach?
You
Shit.
talk about Ricky Manning?
Is he? Is that? I don't think we got him anymore. If I'm not mistaken, hold on. I'm gonna check right now.
I'm trying to look up my notes here. I should have one of these
Defensive
pages. I got all of
coordinator.
my notes for coaches.
You guys don't have a
So it's
defensive back coach. You guys have a safeties coach in Matt Robinson, but you don't have a cornerbacks coach.
We ain't
right,
got a quarterback.
exactly.
So
We
Yeah.
don't
who's
have
going?
a cornerback or quarterback coach. We don't have either one.
Okay, Joe Woods is the defensive backs coach. He's the pass game coordinator and defense backs coach. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
see it now. I
yeah,
don't know why they didn't separate it. Okay, yeah. I don't know who Joe Woods is.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. My bad.
Joe Woods is pretty good. He's a good coach. He's pretty good coach.
He was with the
So
Raiders
okay,
in 2014.
yeah,
Was with the Saints when Kubiak was there.
yeah.
Um,
I think he was a defensive coordinator too. He
defensive
was a
coordinator for the
defensive
Cleveland Browns in 2020.
Browns. Yeah.
He
Mm-hmm.
played cornerback at Illinois State. Okay. Well, um, he assisted Tomlin in coaching Rondé Barber with the Buccaneers.
Yeah. He's pretty good at what he do. He's really good at what he do. He's a good coach. Um, and we kept him because he was on our staff last year, so we kept him. I think he'll fit good. Yeah.
No, he was on the
But all
he
right,
was on the
so
Saints
if
last
you
year.
say we get him,
He was on the Saints last year.
he's what? Or the last year
He was on the Saints.
what?
Mhm.
Yeah, he was. Oh, what is that?
Ranked fourth in the NFL, surrendering fewest touchdown passes with 19. Well, that's not saying much because it's the NFC South. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of stock in positional coaches, to be honest.
Right. I'm just talking about the developmental part. Though. You feel me? Like coaching them up and developing these guys.
Yeah.
I think he's really good at that. Now,
Yeah, but what guys did he develop? Hold on. Let me see the Saints roster last year. See, I kind of get
I
down a
know
rabbit hole
Alante
like
Taylor.
this. But Alante Taylor's okay. I don't think he's like he got overpaid like
He
shit. I mean, he gets a bunch of tackles, but how many
What's up, Rose
interceptions
Town?
did the Saints have last year? They had 10. Kool-Aid McKinstry was their best corner.
Oh shit! Who you trolling?
And Kool-Aid is okay. I don't know. Again, you know, Godspeed. Godspeed, Joe Woods. You got your work cut out for you.
Yeah. No, I think we got a pretty solid secondary. You don't think so? I mean, I think we need a couple more guys, but I think our secondary is pretty solid.
Um,
I'm not happy with our secondary, in my opinion.
yeah. Um, I'm kind of the same way on your secondary,
I'm
man.
not saying I ain't saying we like. I'm not saying we're we're ready, but we got a solid. What's the name? No, all I'm saying is
I think Jack, you asked me this before. I don't have any second round predictions for anybody really. I'm like maybe 3/4 through the process right now. Probably in a couple weeks I can give you more of a prediction, but I'm not gonna put my feet in front of themselves right now because anything could change. You guys could get one big player and then it changes the whole dynamic of your team.
Right. Like Caleb Banks. I'm calling it, bro. I don't care. I'm calling it, yo. Caleb Banks at 36, bro. I hope
Fucking
he
Jeremy
falls
Chan's
to
just
us.
sitting on your team, just wasting away. And then you got to switch to a 3-4, which he's not going to do well in.
Damn.
I got a question for Dante.
What's up?
Just to clear the air here, what is your opinions of Jacksonville this year
Um,
so far?
I I'm indifferent, man. I felt like we should have been more aggressive in free agency. But if the goal is to, so I'm a big Parker Washington fan when he came out of Penn State, and he was pretty much our best receiver last year. I was never a big fan of Brian Thomas Jr. Us drafting him with all the receivers that we had on the squad at the time. I just felt like they were just trying to scapegoat Trevor, like force feed him so many receivers that forces him to, if they, you know what I'm saying, if he sucked, then it was the receiver's fault, and it wasn't the case. I think we should get rid of Brian Thomas Jr. and get as much capital as we can for him because I think Parker Washington is the future. I also think that with the pickup of Jake Bobo from the Seahawks, we picked him up a couple days ago, and I love that move. I think Jake Bobo was just sitting on that roster, just dying, but he's going to be a breakout talent for us. I feel like I'm still not sold on a Trevor Lawrence, man. I'm just not. Yes, he had an amazing last 5 games of the season, but people just tend to forget of how bad we were with him before that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like for years, how bad we were with him before that happened. I really don't agree with us letting Devin Lloyd go. Devin Lloyd through like the first 12 weeks of the season was like defensive player of the year, and we just let him walk without even offering him.
Right.
I felt like that was like the Miles Jack move when we let him go, and his career just went to shit after that, and he's not even in the league anymore. He was one of the best linebackers. We still haven't done anything with our
Yeah.
secondary. We traded Tyson Campbell away for Greg Newsome, which I'll never understand. Tyson Campbell did good for Cleveland, and then we let Greg Newsome just walk out the door and go to the Giants, I believe it was. Like I don't know, man. It's crazy. I'm not a I don't feel strongly about the Jaguars for how strong that everybody else in our division just got too. So I think the Alec Pierce move, making him the #1 guy and paying him all that money, he's gonna fucking destroy us for years, and I'm scared to my core for our secondary and what he's about to do, especially if Daniel Jones comes back healthy. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still like this on the Jaguars. I don't want to get my hopes up. I haven't felt strong about this team since 2017 when we had. I mean, go down that roster. We had Marcel Darius, Calais Campbell, Josh Allen, Miles Jack, um, Paul Posluszny, Jalen Ramsey. We had homie on the other side when they were going crazy. We had all kinds of weapons on that team. We had Allen Robinson when he was at his best, Allen Hurns when he had his 1,000-yard season with us. We had Leonard Fournette and Blake Bortles in that awesome offensive line. That's when I felt good when we went to the NFC Championship game. And then Tom Coughlin came back and just fucking
You
ruined
like
the relationship with every player.
Blake Bortles?
I mean, Blake Bortles was the definition of if you I'm so conflicted when I say this, but I pulled the stats. If you compare Blake Bortles and Trevor Lawrence's seasons in the first, I think it was like the first 70 game or first 50 games, Blake Bortles accomplished more and had better stats than Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence got a second contract that made him the highest paid quarterback at that point in time, which is crazy.
Mm.
When Blake Bortles took us to the AFC Championship that year with Allen Hurns and Allen Robinson as his receivers, bro. Like, come on. He
Mm.
did more with less. He did more with less. And we drafted Travis Etienne, who was best friends with Trevor Lawrence that came from Clemson together. I could rant
Yeah,
about this. I can rant about
yeah,
this
how
shit
y'all
all day, bro.
let him walk running back to replace
The
him.
main reason I asked,
Y'all got another running back to replace him.
Oh yeah, we're good with Bishal Tootin and my boy LaQuint Allen from Syracuse. I think those two are the
Okay,
future for sure.
all right, but
And then we
so
picked
I
up
see
Chris
why y'all.
Rodriguez. We picked up Chris Rodriguez from Washington, who was one of my favorite running backs coming out of that draft. So I'm content with it. I wish Travis was still with the team. I was all about paying him too. So
Right.
the main reason I wanted to ask you that question, because I knew your answer was going to be along the lines of what you said, just to let people know that you're not trying to Raider bash. You know, you just give honest opinions on your knowledge, on what you know. So that's the main reason I asked that question.
yeah,
So see, he's not Raider bashing. That's his team. Jacksonville's his team, and he feels the same way. He says the same thing. Well, we're
I think
not.
we suck.
Well, you heard his explanation.
He said
I
we
I
suck.
I've said this.
We suck more than you suck.
I've said this once and I'll say it again. The worst thing that Jacksonville has done over the years is propose a new stadium to be built while we've been the worst team. How many number one overall picks have we had since the history of our team, or at least in the top three? And we're
Right.
building a new stadium for these guys, and we're literally awarding mediocrity. Like I don't understand why they proposed all that money to build that stadium. It's because the Khans, who are our owners, Tony Khan and Shad Khan, they're more worried about soccer and fucking wrestling than they are about building a good football team. It's crazy. There was a proposal for our outdoor facility for practices to be turned into a semi like shopping mall so people could do all their shopping and then come watch the Jaguars play. Like, what kind of joke of a team are we, bro?
What?
Yes, this was proposed like 5 years ago. They wanted to do this shit, and I'm like, we're a joke, man. We're a joke. We tanked two
I
seasons for
never
Trevor
heard of nothing
Lawrence.
like that before.
Oh yeah, it was talked about, bro. It's so stupid. And shout out to Jacoby Myers, man. I see that, Jack. I almost forgot about him. He'll be a great number two for us for a long time. I was happy with that pickup, but the one thing that'll make him rot away is if Trevor Lawrence is not consistent. I mean, it'll be worth nothing giving him an extension if he can't throw him the ball. So
He's got cool hair though.
he's a good guy, man. Like, I have nothing against Trevor personally. It's just like these other teams. When I talk bad about other teams and give my analysis, I have nothing against these teams at the end of the day. These teams are not paying me. I'm not paying them. Like, I have no stock. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, Trevor's a good guy, but I don't think he's a great quarterback. I just don't.
Right.
And if you want to know anything about me being critical of my team, if you go back to my channel on the first couple of videos, I said that Trevor Lawrence was not going to be all that great. He wasn't going to be generational. And people swore up and down to me, bro. You're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And he's been mediocre his whole career.
Right. That's the thing. People get their feelings hurt so effing easy when somebody's just giving you their opinion. Settle down, people. I'm not saying just Raider fans. I'm just saying all people just get all their panties in a wad over shit that's just an opinion. Okay,
Well,
I may not agree with you or with what somebody says, but doesn't mean I think they suck or that they're an idiot or they don't know what they're talking about. It's just they have a different opinion than I do. I don't value myself so highly to say somebody else is just stupid for what they're saying.
yeah, I mean, do you guys see any Jaguars shit back here? That's a Jets Wayne Corbett jersey up there. That's a lacrosse jersey over there.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. I always liked him.
Yeah, I have a Wayne Corbett jersey, and then I have a signed John Lynch Buccaneers helmet right there. That's a John Lynch,
Oh,
like old school.
John Lynch is a
That was my
badass.
favorite player of all time. I have no biases when it comes to this. Like, if the Jaguars or Florida State lose, I don't go to them the next day talking about, oh my God, I'm so upset that they lost. No, because I love football at the end of the day. I'm a fan of football, always have been. So my analysis says the same thing. Like, if you really listen to what I'm saying, I'm going to give it to you straight regardless. I have no bias in this whole sphere, and that's important when you're talking about this. The reason why people get so offended, Mike, is this reason: because their fandom is here. They live and die for whatever team that they rock for. It controls their weekend. They get upset, and I understand that type of fandom. Like, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but when the Raiders lose or any other team lose, they get up, they genuinely get upset, and they're like, I can't deal with this. Not another year. This bullshit. We need to change a quarterback. They get so emotionally invested, and then rightfully so. You guys are at the stadium. You guys are paying hundreds of dollars to be there and support these teams. Look, I
Right.
spend a lot of money to go see other teams throughout the year. I go to many games throughout the country. I have no bias
Right.
towards any of these teams. I'm going there to go watch a good football game. But walking out the stadium of the team that loses, I can tell they like this is some bullshit, or we shouldn't have lost this game. I get it. But from my standpoint, is yes, you get upset about what I said because you're so invested in this, and your ceiling is way higher than mine will ever be on your team because of that fandom. As soon as people realize that, just like you guys have realized that when it comes to my analysis, you guys realize that, like, I'm not saying anything out of a place of hate. I'm saying things to give you a baseline of how you really should feel at the end of the day about your team. So when it does come to the end of the season, we can have a better discussion on, like, yeah, you were right, or I can see a lot of the things that you were saying. I'd rather have the discussion of, hey, I saw the context of what you were saying, and we did see that play out, but here's what our record was at the end of the day. That's more the
Right.
conversation that I'm trying to get at. And the the bigger conversation about players, like the Dante Thornton thing. Yes, he's big and fast, but did he do shit on the field? No, he sucked balls. Like, let's just all be correct about this. Like, he said that he could run routes. The dude don't run good routes. Like, I watched this dude throughout his college
Oh,
career, and he's just not a he would never be a number one or number two receiver ever in this league. And I hate to put that cap on him,
he's a
but that's just who he is.
he's a nine route guy. That's about it.
Exactly. And that's okay. Just be that guy. But
Yeah.
you know, that's where my analysis is. People are so I have to deal with the emotionally invested fan all the time and be called a hater. This is nothing different.
Mhm.
But when people are meet me on a cerebral level about this, then they'll start to understand, like, okay, I can really go to a source to be like, what do they call it? To kind of be like the palate cleanser from my fandom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sorbet. You're like the sorbet.
yeah, yeah. I'm the palate cleanser to kind of like bring you back to reality, and that's fine. I'll be that guy all day. But I think saying that I'm a hater and all this other stuff is really misplaced. It's just a lazy argument to what people are saying or how people actually feel.
No, it's definitely fact.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Because I mean, up till probably about maybe 7, 8 years ago, somewhere in that area, Raiders would lose. I'd be it'd f up my week. It was getting ridiculous. It was getting ridiculous.
Mhm.
And finally now I take a day, rest of the day, then I get over it. I've almost come to expect it. So I mean that makes it easier too. But yeah, I was one of those guys that for days. I mean, after a loss, it wasn't even so much a loss. It was so much as how did they look in that loss? They just looked like they weren't ready. They weren't prepared. That's what pissed me off the most, man. But
Yeah.
it, you're playing a competitive sport. And this is the NFL, man. Everybody's good, so
Yeah.
you're gonna lose. And that didn't bother me as much. But man, when they just looked like shit, I felt like shit
Right.
for the whole week. It bothered me, man. I got sensitive to it, to comments from other people at work that knew I was a Raider fan. And it's like, F you, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, what if he proves me wrong? Well, again, Greg, I can't force you to go and watch my channel, but Imma tell you something here. I'll be the first one to call out when I'm wrong about something, but here's what I'll also challenge everybody else to do. Call out every single time that I was right too. Don't harp on every time that I was wrong, because 'cause I'm right a lot more than I am wrong. And when I'm wrong, I give the respect to the player where I'm one of the only channels that I see that will actually make a video. I'll tell you what, Ivan Pace was one, Christian Gonzalez was another one, and there was another player,
Mhm.
who was it? I can't remember who it was, but there was 3 players in general that I made full-blown videos saying that, "I'm sorry I was wrong about this player," and I gave my reason why. The thing is I'm not afraid to be wrong, because here's the thing from my aspect. When I was wrong about Christian Gonzalez, you better be damn sure that I'm going back and I'm watching all the college film that I thought that he was just gonna be mediocre, and I broke that thing down to see exactly where I was wrong. I reached out to guys that I know in college, reached out to other coaches that I know and said, "What did y'all see about Christian Gonzalez that I didn't see?" Because obviously this dude is an absolute monster, right?
Right.
So behind the
Right.
scenes, don't sit there and say, "Oh, what if he proves you wrong?" I I look forward to these guys proving me wrong, because unlike other scouts and things like this helps me sharpen the knife even more. I look more for knowledge on being right about players on how I can evaluate them more. So that's kind of my secret weapon to things. If you just always aim to be right instead of looking forward to the times that you're wrong, then you'll never get good at evaluating players. And you have to be able to ignore the noise, or you won't get people like Tyler Shuck that just come out of nowhere and people are like, "Oh, wow, he's actually good. He was worth this second round pick." And I'm sitting here saying that he was my number one quarterback on my board last year, and if you go to my channel, there's a if you type in Gridiron Apex sliders, those are the most in-depth videos that I do every single year. I'll be doing one on Ty Simpson here pretty soon, where I'll tell you about the history of the player from high school to their college career to their journey up till now to the draft. We break down each trait on the player. It's like a 25-minute video, and we watch the film together, and I break it down for you able to understand from a scout's point of view on how I evaluate players. Two of my most viewed videos are Tyler Shuck and Bo Nix. There's not a mystery on that. People go back and look at that stuff after they get drafted and they're like, "Oh, what why did he get drafted so high?" So, I mean, I look forward to being wrong. As much as people wanna say, "Oh, you think know it all, you wanna be right." Yeah, of course you wanna be right, but make sure you point out the times when I'm right instead of going and harping all the times that I'm wrong, because that's the real mystery. Pull out the whole rap sheet.
Right. Right. Right.
Sam Howell was
Nah,
not
man. And
anywhere remotely close to being in the Rookie of the Year conversation than Tyler Shuck was. There's not even a comparison. That's a horrible comparison between the 2. But go ahead, Yurp, my bad.
you good. But like I said, we look forward to doing the work, and that's what makes us us. You feel me? Like we look forward to doing the work. We want to get better and stuff like that. You feel me? So, um, yeah, man. I applaud what you do, bro. You feel me? And people who do their own homework, whether some people might think it's wrong or some people might think it's right. If you did the homework on it, salute to you. You feel me? I mean, what you get out of it is your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
and I don't
you
trash
gotta
on
do the
play.
homework. You
I'm
gotta
the
do
one
the
that
homework. You feel me?
wishes every player goes and proves me wrong. So if you're implying that, Greg, if you're implying that I think that I'm trashing a player, I'm not. The thing that gets people caught up about players, or when you rank people so high based off of combine, based off of their projections, based off of what other people say that don't really break down the game like that, they are doomed
Hmm.
to be called trash when you rank players so high. For example, David Bailey should not be ranked as high as he is as an edge rusher. He is mediocre compared to his running mate, Romello Height. Romello Height doesn't get the hype because he's 24 years old compared to David Bailey, who's 21. So, these are two things that you got to put in comparison because the NFL is so hyped over measurables, and the things that are on paper clouds their judgment on where a player should be projected. Kind of like when Tyler Shutt came out. Oh, he's 24. He had injuries. Let's get in context of what his injuries were. It was a collarbone and a broken tibia. He never had any ligament damage. Plus, people tend to forget how good he was at Oregon and how good he was at Texas Tech, and then how good he was at Louisville when he got under Jeff and Brian Brom's system and did well, like Jack Plummer the year before him. And Miller Moss had a pretty good year with Louisville after that. There's a reason why these guys seek out those type of teams to do well. So it's all in context. But when people rank them so high, they are doomed to be called trash based off the rankings because of what everybody else is. Um, you know, everybody else is projecting them. So I never trash a player. I mean, our film studies might be harsh, and I might say, yeah, this guy's not as good as what other people are saying he is. But I always respect a player first because not only was I a player, but I was a coach as well. So I want all these guys to go in there and prove me wrong and do well. These are these guys' livelihoods at the next level. So
Right. And he just did a film breakdown on Emmett Johnson.
Emmett Johnson.
Really good.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go watch that again, bro, because I was a little distracted while I was trying to watch it. But I'm gonna watch it again. But for what I've seen, he's gonna be good. Yeah, Emmett Johnson. And I don't even know why people ain't even talking about him, bro, because I watched a couple of his games, bro, because I heard somebody else talking about him, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's a number 2 back in this class.
bro, that is wild, bro. Like nobody's really
He
talking. He's
ran in a
like,
4.5, so people think he's slow, but there's a bunch of starting running backs and our number 1 running backs in the league that ran in a 4.5s, and nobody has any issues with them. Hell, Bijan ran a 2.46. Nobody had a problem with that when he ran that.
real. That's fast. Shout out to my Mike G in the building, man. He said, "Thank you God for another day." Oh, my mama. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh, Year 2028. Yes, sir. We in the building. Raider Paul in the building. He said, "Mendoza, baby, let's go." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna be all right, though. We're gonna be all right. I got a few more minutes, and I gotta take it down. I gotta go to work in the morning, so I gotta take it down. But I got about 10, 20 minutes. You got about 10, 20 minutes, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Bet, bet. So, um, real quick, I want to do a first 3 round, John. Not, off your top of your head, who do you think? Take us into for those who didn't watch, you feel me? Just the first 3 rounds. Take us to your quick 3 round mock. Like, who would you think well, besides Mendoza, I'm gonna say the second, third, and fourth round pick. Like, who are the guys you think we could go target, or you think we would be able to target?
So I'm saying I don't know, bro. I mean,
You don't know yet.
I
Okay.
I don't know that what the future is gonna bring for the Raiders between here and now. Like I said, one big player can turn your whole organization from top to bottom, depending on if you trade for
Right.
somebody or whatnot. I mean, I don't know, bro. Just be honest with you. Uh,
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think we make any more moves from here to draft. I mean, I heard we probably make like maybe one or two more, but I don't see that happening
or
unless they really thinking of.
it could be a player that tears his ACL at his pro day or in a workout or something, bro. You just never know.
Never know, right? Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
Yeah,
because
you never
Jordan
know,
Tyson
bro.
is still not healed up from his hamstring injury, so he might. To be honest, he might drive to the second round.
Ooh, see now that's what I'm talking about. I'll grab him. I'll get Jordan Tyson. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. If Caleb Banks is there, I gotta get Caleb Banks. Caleb Banks is there at 36. I gotta get him. I know I'm not to. If he there at 36, we gotta go get him. But Jordan Tyson, that'd be good. Chris Bell, if somebody was sleeping on Chris Bell, said that Chris Brazzell. Do you agree with that? I said,
They're
I don't. To me
uh,
personally, I don't think so.
it's two completely different wide receivers. I mean, I
Right,
don't even know why people are. That's the other thing about these comparisons. You can't say one is better than the other one. One does something completely different than the other receiver. You're
right,
never going to see Chris Brazzell run a inside slant from from the slot like you probably will at Chris Bell. You're never going to see him running up the seams like Chris Bell will. Like you never,
right,
Chris Brazzell is a boundary wide receiver who is going to catch a couple hitches, who's going to run a couple digs, who's going to run several 9 routes and post routes. That's what he does. Chris Bell is like
right.
a do-it-all receiver. I'm a huge fan of Chris Bell. But
Love
again,
Chris Bell, bro.
his ACL. Like the
He's
dude ain't going to be ready for the
fine,
season.
bro. Oh man, that motherfucker is bad, bro.
I did a whole draft guide on Chris Bell if people want to know about it, like from top to bottom. I'm a huge fan of Chris Bell. It's unfortunate that he
Can
tore
I
his
ask you a
ACL,
question?
but I'm also
It'd be
I'm a big
crazy to
fan of Chris
say
Brazzell.
he's like on Bolden, like no,
Who?
Chris
Chris
Bell.
Bell?
Yeah,
No, nobody's like Anquan.
Good night, chat.
Yeah.
Anquan Bolden was
Um,
fine.
Anquan was you. I'm a Florida State fan. I got to watch him from from
Right,
his time at Florida State to his incredible rookie season and the incredible career that he had. Chris
exactly.
Chris Bell is not he's not as physical. He's not as much as a violent runner that Anquan is. Anquan is just that's a bet. If people are comparing Chris Bell to Anquan Bolden, I don't know what the fuck they're smoking. To be completely honest with you.
Probably some shit better than I just wouldn't smoke.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's talking. So Chris Bell, right? Who would be your comparison? Well, you don't do comparisons, so I don't even know why I'm asking. But if he was like, who would be like your comparison?
For Chris Bell,
Yeah,
let me pull up my notes and see who I gave him. I want to be consistent here.
I got a question for you next when you're done with this question.
Okay. Yeah, because in my draft guide, I give exactly who I think he is.
I already know what he about to ask.
So so my comps for Chris Bell, his ceiling was Amon-Ra St. Brown, and his floor was Michael Wilson from the Cardinals.
I'm Ross St. Brown ain't too bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Brother of Anikius
I
St.
just feel
Brown,
like he look like he's
Notre
bigger than
Equanimous
Dame.
Equanimous St. Brown.
Yeah, I can't say his name right. Equanimous. Yeah,
Equanimous is crazy.
it's a cool last name.
But nah, it's fine. But I just feel like he bigger than Amon Ra. Like his body type, ain't he bigger than? Cause what?
Yeah.
Chris Bell 6'6" what?
Yeah. I mean, if you're
But
again,
if you talking about,
I'm not a measurables guy, so I don't give a shit how tall and what his
you
weight
just
is
talking
compared
about
to another
skill
player. I'm just
wise.
talking about what I see when I watch the film. That's who I saw. I saw Amon-Ra
Skill.
St. Brown. I saw Michael Wilson in this game. So that's the two comparisons that I gave.
I could dig it. So skill wise, nah, I could dig it, definitely dig it. Well, I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. Definitely
Wait a minute,
thank
I had a
y'all.
question for him. Still, I still have a question for
Oh yeah,
ECG.
go ahead.
It's not the.
My bad.
It's not the question
You
you
didn't
think
even
I'm going to
say nothing.
ask.
You
It's
didn't even say nothing. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, my fault.
uh, no, I was just saying. Yeah, I got a question for him. But anyway, uh, I mean, with our 3-4 defense, we Jack brought this up, and that he wants a nose tackle for at number 36. You know, our first pick in the second round. Uh, do you see any really good potential nose tackles coming out of this draft?
Um, like true nose tackles, because like
Yes,
I,
because we need one.
I think people are really confused on what a nose tackle actually is. So the best one that comes to mind is Peter Woods from Clemson. Like he's the best nose tackle in this class, and it's not
Here we go.
particularly close to me. Um, Other nose tackles, Caden McDonald, Lee Hunter, um, and Landon Robinson from Navy. Those are like your true nose tackles. Tim Keenan from Alabama. Those are your true nose tackles. Everybody else, you could talk
I like
about like Caleb Banks and Daryl Jackson and Dante Corleone and all those guys. Like those guys move up and down that defensive line. I don't consider those guys nose tackles. If you're a three technique,
right.
you're not anywhere close to being a zero tech, which is a nose tackle
Right,
or too high.
right.
Like, yeah,
Well,
people got to
we're our base defense is going to be a 3-4, so that's why I'm asking.
yeah, and I mean the guy again. If you if
You
you
put Caleb
truly
Banks
want my
in.
opinion, Caleb Banks is going to fucking suffer if he's in a 3-4. He cannot. He's
Hmm.
too athletically gifted. Same thing with Daryl Jackson Jr. These guys are way too athletically gifted to not be able to move. Like Caleb Banks, I have a draft guide on this dude. This dude is lined up on the edge and doing work. At the wide seven. What the fuck is a defensive tackle doing on the wide seven? It's because
Huh.
he's that good. He can do it.
Yeah,
Um,
that athletic.
All right. So you done crushed my dreams on Caleb Banks. So, all right. I guess
if he goes to the
they
Raiders,
talk
I'm
Caden McDonald.
yeah, but if Caleb Banks goes to you guys, I would seriously give you guys a bad grade on that because the 3-4 defense is not going to cater him unless you're going to make him a defensive end, which is a big possibility. He'll be a big ass defensive end. If you put him at defensive tackle and ask him to play zero tech, he's going and he's a friend of mine. Like I
Right.
would feel very bad about his career. I'll just say that. I don't think that would be a good move for him. If you're at
All right,
36 and Lee Hunter is there, you go and get Lee Hunter.
so he's
Outside
a better
of
player.
Peter Woods, he's the best nose tackle in this class, and it's not close. Like I think there's
Right.
a big gap between it's Peter Woods, Lee Hunter, and then there's a big gap, and then there's Caden McDonald,
Okay.
in my opinion. Lee Hunter is
All
the
right.
best nose tackle next to Peter Woods in this class. And when people say that they
See,
don't like him,
I
I
wasn't
just don't
stuck
understand why.
on Lee Hunter. I wasn't stuck. I just want to make that clear too. I wasn't stuck on Lee Hunter. I just, you know, I like Caleb Banks a lot. You feel me? But now that I know
No, I
that
got
he
you.
wouldn't fit, he's not a scheme fit, then I'm cool with that. He's still gonna be, one of my favorite guys in the draft. But
Oh,
if
for
he's
sure.
saying Lee Hunter is more fit, then I will go with that. Then you feel me? I will go with that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind.
there's one thing of like putting a perennial 4-eye because that's where he should be playing on a team that you're expecting to play defensive tackle and run between the 0 and 2-eye. He's going to suffer, bro. Like you are strangleholding the talent of a Caleb Banks from being able to do what he does, which he is a perennial. Yes, he can stop the run, but he's a disruptor when it comes to making quarterbacks feel uncomfortable. Um, I know it's not the sexy pick, man, but like Lee Hunter's one of those gap fillers. He's a 2-gapper. A lot of people don't know what that means. Like
No, Lee Hunter is nice. Lee Hunter is really good. He's a really good
he,
football player.
when you're able to suck a center and guard and blow up 2 gaps, that's what Lee Hunter does. I'm just saying, I just seriously don't understand when people say that they don't like Lee Hunter. I need them to show me examples of when that guy was not dominant, bro. Because
Right.
one of the only nose tackles at the Senior Bowl, every practice, bro, every practice, offensive linemen were scared to go in. So I'm talking about the guys from Iowa that everybody saw,
Oh,
how Jennings, Dunker, and all them. They had serious issues with Lee Hunter. There was times where he would take the center and just totally displace him out the way, and you could hear him laughing on the field because he knew that he won the rep. I mean, me and the other scouts are just sitting there just laughing to each other like, man, this dude is like crazy. Lee Hunter is a
That
fucking problem, bro.
what school is he from? I
Texas
gotta look
Tech.
this guy. Okay.
he's Texas Tech. He's Texas Tech.
Texas Tech has their whole defense is just insane.
And at 3-4, if you're asking your defensive tackle to rush the passer, you drafted the wrong guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's not it.
he's there to fill as many holes as he can. Uh,
Right.
Pause if necessary.
He's there to collapse that offensive line
Right.
to help the
I think you
linebackers
put
out
him.
come and destroy the gaps.
Yeah,
That should be his primary
freeing
focus.
up the guy behind him, especially. Yeah, yeah. I gotta look this guy up, man. I'm looking this guy up as soon as this shit's over.
Yeah, Lee Hunter he's amazing, man. He's amazing.
So do you think that Lee Hunter? I know you're not into the draft yet, but in the knowledge that you have, do you think he would be available at 36, or is it a possibility, or is it just out of the question?
Do I think Lee Hunter will be there?
Yeah.
I think it's a good possibility that he will be.
Okay.
I've done several mocks where I've drafted him in the first round. Let's see, what was the last one I did? Hold on, I'll give you exactly where I drafted him early in the first round to. Hold on, I gotta go to my documents here. So I had him going early as the Texans,
Wow. Okay.
and that was at pick 28 to as low as the 40s. So
Oh, okay. All
so
right. So this is a possibility. possibility, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah, I think it's a huge possibility.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how this 3-4 is going to work out for us. We haven't ran that in a long time in the Raiders. So I'm interested to see how this works out. I mean, I like the fact that we picked up a bunch of linebackers. I mean, I'm not sure what you think of the linebackers we picked up. Let me get to that page. But
I like
N'Kobe
everybody except
Dean,
N'Kobe Dean. So
N'Kobe Dean, the blitz guy. You don't like him,
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of N'Kobe Dean.
but you like Quay Walker at least, right?
I'm a huge fan of Quay Walker. Huge.
Okay.
Like I think
What do
he's
you
one of
think?
the most disrespected linebackers in the league.
He's good in pass coverage too, isn't he? Is what I've
Hmm.
heard,
Yeah, he
what
gets
I've
put all
read.
around.
Yeah. What about Sagan? Uh, Massacre his name, Sigan Olubi.
I'm not too sure about him.
I never even heard of that dude before.
I think he's a special teamer actually.
More of a special teamer, yeah. That's what somebody else said in the chat earlier.
'Cause he
He's
used to
more of a
play for
special
the
teamer.
Colts, right?
I don't know. I haven't. I just wrote his name down today. I haven't looked him. I got a lot of homework to do. I've been on a mental hole for a
Yeah,
while.
Sagan
So
Alubi used
I'm
to play for
trying.
the Colts. That's what I thought. Yeah, he was a
Okay.
special teamer for them, bro. I remember him because he blocked two fumbles or two blocked punts last year, I believe.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, somebody in the chat, I can't remember who it was, mentioned that he was a good special teamer. I got a lot of homework to do. I have so much I got to catch up, come out of my
Yeah.
little self-pity mode and you get back on my Raiders stuff. So, yeah.
After after the East Coast finish looking up what he looking up, we're gonna head up out of here, y'all. I gotta get some sleep.
Uh, oh, I'm good, man. Hey, fellas, appreciate you guys, man. Have a good rest of your night. I'm gonna head out of here and go watch some more film. So
Yeah,
Shocking.
God, appreciate you. Well,
yeah,
popping up,
watching R.
man.
Mason Thomas right now. So
If you ain't doing nothing tomorrow, man, you know what I mean? I'll send you the link if you ain't doing nothing tomorrow. After I get out of work and stuff, I'll probably, set it up and
yeah,
stuff.
okay. Yeah,
That's
I'll
a
see
bet.
what's happening. Hey man, y'all take it easy.
All right.
All right, have a good
You
night,
too,
Dante.
bro.
Always
All
good
right, see you
talking
guys.
to you, man. I learn a
Yeah,
lot every
man.
time we talk.
Yeah, for sure, guys. All right, see you later.
So, yeah, that's it for tonight. We gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. Definitely appreciate it, man. Appreciate my man East Coast coming through. I'm going to bed because I gotta get some sleep in the morning. You got anything before we dip out?
No, I just want to say a shout out to this, like I always do, to the chat, man, because the chat has been amazing. As usual, very knowledge group of people that you have in your chats, and shout out to them. Salute to you guys. You know,
Shout out to the chat.
and I'm gonna say to
Yes,
you,
sir. Shout
I
out to the chat.
appreciate you, and again, and
Yes,
again,
sir.
congrats on the
Uh,
new job.
y'all know this, man. Till next time, man. I see y'all. They say y'all know what it is. You're Raiders.
Raiders.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all.